The right question beats a compelling argument any day of the week. Welcome to Sales for Nice People, the daily podcast for ethical entrepreneurs who want to learn how to sell more, but without having to go against your values. My name is Martin Steller. I help nice people sell more. And yes, you'll have heard me say that questions are the answer to everything. And if you have ever been in a situation where you trying your bestest to have your buyer see sense in buying your solution, or in having another meeting, or reading your proposal, and it doesn't happen, and they don't engage, and they don't buy, it's because you should be asking questions instead of trying to convince them. Because when you convince and persuade, you are making a fundamental mistake, because when you convince, you must be in the right. Therefore, the buyer is in the wrong, and nobody likes to be made wrong. But secondly, and much more important, is that when you ask questions, and you ask the right questions, calibrated to the buyer's understanding of the problem and the reasons for solving it, you are helping them. You are making your sales process an act of service, because your buyer has a decision to make to either keep the problem or to get the solution, to pay up or to put up. And in asking questions that help them get clarity, you make it easy for them to get to a decision, which may be to buy, it may be to buy later, it may be to buy from someone else, and all of that is fine. But you want that buyer to make a decision, because so long as they don't, you are engaging with somebody who is on the fence and who is not making a decision as to yes or no. And that means you're wasting time. And you're wasting your buyer's time. So instead of trying to convince or persuade, make your process of engaging with buyers centered around questions. Thought-provoking questions, questions that help your buyer understand the problem and the consequences and ramifications of solving or not solving, all the way to the point that they either ask you about your solution, or they make a decision and say, listen, this is not for us, it's not now, it's not you. Either way, you cannot afford to waste your time in a sales process that doesn't go anywhere because convincing and persuading doesn't work and because you didn't ask questions. If you want your sales process to be more fun, if you want your buyers to say thank you for having a sales conversation with them, ask questions. Sign up for a short daily email at martinsteller.com/nicepeople, and I will see you again tomorrow.